What's happening, guys? I'm Turbo John. Welcome back to the Turbo John YouTube channel. Over here working on the race car at Drag Wire Solutions, making progress, I think. All right, guys, I don't know if y'all saw this or not. We're 1 month away. Kinston Dragway and myself. This is going to be really fun, really excited. It's going to be 2 days of no prep action. Friday night, we're going to be doing test and tune, and then a pre-game race as well. Saturday, small tire and street car. We'll have test and tune, no prep throughout the weekend as well. It's going to be tree side, 400 Pro Tree, wind lights only. It's going to be a great time. If y'all have not done no prep before, this is a great time to get your feet wet. We've been over here like 3 hours already, and notice, yeah, this is my first time recording. Let me show you what we got going on. It's been not as easy as I was anticipating, not as easy as I had hoped. Comment, like, and subscribe. Go to turbojohnracing.com. Grab yourself some hats and t-shirts. Got Chase down here with me. He's helping do the heavy lifting. If you haven't already gone to Drag Wire Solutions Facebook and YouTube channel, go check that stuff out too. He's going to be posting some videos of the wiring. Let me show you what we got going on. Hang on. All right, guys, so we made it over here. Today is like Thursday. When I was over here last Saturday, turbo was on, made some progress. I had tweaked my back though. I didn't really tell y'all about it. The turbo going on and off, on and off, on and off. One of the times I got the turbo kind of sideways on the mount, and when I did, I had to kind of snatch it. And so I snatched it, and when I snatched it, I kind of snatched my back. And then I also had another boo-boo on these little roll chairs. I had my helmet and stuff on, and my leg bumped the chair. I didn't realize it, and the chair took off. And so I went butt first onto the ground. Anyway, long story short, that really hurt my back. I didn't realize it, but Sunday when I got up, the tailbone and the back muscles were really in pain. So Sunday I didn't do anything. Monday I didn't do anything, but cry. It seemed like. Tuesday I didn't really do anything. Wednesday went to the chiropractor, so that was yesterday. He made me feel a little bit better. I had today off from work anyway, so I stayed at home and relaxed all day for the most part. We got down here about 4:30, and so we decided we were going to go ahead and cut holes in the wastegates. Oh boy, that did not really work out the way I had anticipated. Stainless steel is apparently pretty hard. I got my box of goodies here, but stainless steel, these Craftsman, that didn't even come close. Well, actually I shouldn't say that. It did kind of cut, but then it started kind of wearing itself down. So we had to go to the store. We got another one that was a little different, had carbide ends on it. I don't remember the name of it. And it did a little bit better, but still not great. And then we ended up taking Austin's grinder here, and that really got the hole mostly right. So we're going to stick the wastegates on today. Got these off the other day when I was at home, when I was feeling good enough. So these are Black Sheep Industry wastegates. These are freaking amazing. So we're gonna go ahead and stick these on real quick. One thing about these is I've got really loose springs in them. I've got starter springs in them. How easy I can push it. It's got starter springs. So, and when I say starter springs, I mean legit like starter springs off of a small block Chevy, big block Chevy starter. So it's real super light, super lightweight. Now, one of the things I wanted to show y'all real quick though, I love these quick flanges. I mean, these clamps. A lot of people don't like these, but I really like them because it makes it easy to get on and off. One thing I want to show you, not all wastegates are like this, but these Black Sheeps are. This is the fire ring. You want to make sure this is what the wastegate basically seals on. You see it's got the nice little shiny seal on it down there in the bottom. That's where it's sealing. But some of these are made onto the flange, and you can't take them off. There's a lot of different things, but the way these are, I like them. The fire ring, because you can take it off, and then when you weld these on, you don't really have to worry about overheating this thing. See, I got hot in a couple spots, but that doesn't matter because it's got the rotate, the flange locks in place, and then the valve, it sets in the right spot. So that basically it just makes it so that it can't move. And so that's how these things work, and it isolates them so that it's good. And the other thing, I've never had to do it, but I imagine if you needed to touch up a valve job on this, you could. It would be pretty easy to get a grinder or a valve and, you know, and touch up the seats if you needed to. But let's stick the wastegates on real fast. I got my whole box of stuff here. But we're gonna go ahead and get the wastegate stuck on it. Might try to get the turbo back on it. This is what I'm gonna use to mount the turbo. This is off my old one. I did order some new rod ends that were not at this angle, because these are a pretty severe angle. But we're gonna weld those up to the flange. Okay, let's get this thing going. Let's go ahead and get the wastegates on it real fast, and then we'll be back in a second. Hang on. All right, guys, I swear we have been over here working. We have not been just sitting here for 5 hours. Chase, have we been sitting here for 5 hours? Yes. The answer is yes, kind of. We have been working though, but it has been a slow go. So, a couple things we got done. We did get the wastegates mounted. We come up with a plan to where we're going to mount our support. Essentially, what we're going to do with our support is we're going to use this old one that I got off my other car, and we're going to go down from here, from that bar, and we're going to weld it to right here. And so that's going to give it the support we need, and it'll be out of the way. Might have to do it at a little bit of an angle, possibly, but might have to make this a little longer too. You know, the shorter it is, definitely the more stout, which this one is pretty stout with length. So we got that done. And the other thing we got done, which is actually pretty cool, we got the throttle pedal mounted. So the throttle pedal is now mounted. I got these from Speedway Motors, and this tube is from NC Speed Lab. So that's a lightweight steering column. So we got that, and these just bolt to it. And this is just like a weight clamp. And basically, this is how we're going to do it. We don't have this one tight yet. I've got to get another wrench to be able to get down in there and tighten it up. But I think it's going to work out pretty cool. And you know, it is nice and tight and snug, but that's going to be where all of our back and forth is. And we may end up bending this. That throttle bracket, that throttle pedal assembly come off of Amazon from Speedway, I think it was. But it's pretty solid the way we have it. So my back is hurting. So hopefully I have not overdone it today, and we can hopefully get this thing. I still got a lot to do. I mean, a whole lot to do. That today it did not go near as fast as what I was anticipating. The biggest problem was cutting the hole in that stainless steel. You know, I was thinking back. I think last time we did that, I was at Brian's, and we actually cut the holes with a plasma cutter, and that was interesting. Oh yeah, something else I did. See that little hot spot back there? So when I welded the wastegates on over here, the pipe flung out, and that heat distortion, I didn't really think about it when I was doing the wastegate. I had this thing before I welded the wastegate tubes on. It felt like butter. I mean, I didn't have to put any pressure on this to make it actually go on. It was perfectly smooth. We welded these on, and then there was probably 1/8 of an inch. It had flared out. And the way that heat works, I did not realize it. But so where you put the heat, so we put the heat on this side. I would have thought that would have made it go this way. And I guess it does initially, but then when it cools down and it contracts more than it expanded. And so actually that's exactly what happened. When we welded this on, this was now kicked out this way. So what we did when we took this off and we got everything done, we put the little hot spot. I took my TIG torch and heated it back here in the back. Got it nice and hot, red hot. Didn't actually go through. Had it on like 50 amps, I think it was. And that was perfect for kind of just getting it hot. And so I got it hot. I don't know if that'll create a weak spot or not later. But by getting it hot here, we cooled it off with a rag and it pulled it back to where I barely had to put any pressure on it, and it popped right on. So I think we're going to be in good shape there. I did buy the Vibrant bellows, and I'm not real happy with the way those look. I had a couple emails from some friends too where they've had the bellows, and sometimes they work good and other times they did not work good. So I don't want to take the chance of the not working good and it blowing out on me. So we're going to leave it like it is here. I also bought, which I couldn't get on, I bought this little drain flange. This is a Summit one, but it did not come with the right bolts. I don't know what this one's for. Maybe it's for a smaller chassis. But so we got those, and so I gotta get the right bolts. It's 3/8 bolts on the actual, on the turbo. And so that'll go down on here, and then that'll make it easier to get instead of having such a short one. So that long one actually probably wouldn't have hurt if it was a little longer than that. I know Black Sheep Industry, they make something similar to this. This is a number 12, but then you can get them in different lengths. Probably a little bit longer, probably would not have hurt. And we'll see how tight it is. I mean, it's just one of those things, getting it by. The problem is when it's way up there, getting it by the actual mount here, and that's not its permanent home on the clocking. So yeah, so check it out, guys. Drag Wire Solutions. Go hit up their Facebook. Go give them a call if you need something wired. He's finishing up with this one hopefully in the next few days. He's still working on other projects, you know, getting them knocked out as well. So he's working mine in. So hopefully we'll have fire in the hole. We're definitely missing dig or die this weekend, so dig or die is not going to happen for us. I was thinking about going to ride down there, but the way my back is feeling, I don't think that's a good idea. And then JJ Der Boss's race is next weekend at Piedmont. And so we were thinking about doing that one, but honestly, I don't know if my back will be ready for me to climb in and out of that car or not, because I mean, the cage is tight. So we're going to come over here. We'll probably come over here Saturday, try to finish everything, get the turbo stuff final mounted, go ahead and do the cold side, get all that stuff done. I got my flanges that I got. These are just JGS blow-off valves. So we got our pipes, we got everything we need to get that stuff done. So I was planning on getting a lot done tonight, but we didn't really get a lot done. So, I mean, it is what it is, right? Sometimes it takes longer than you anticipate. Appreciate you guys watching, hanging out. Comment, like, and subscribe. We'll see y'all soon. Later.